Hi. As you saw from the title, I have a few small announcements to make and reasoning why. Please understand that it pains me to do this, but I feel that if I'm to continue creating content, this is a necessary evil. Starting with the first one. I'm going to be moving channels. No, this isn't a joke or some twisted late April Fool's Day prank. This is real. I'm moving to my second channel, Stardom Storytime. Whether this is a permanent change isn't something I can say just yet. I've become rather disillusioned with Gacha and Looney's apathy towards updating his game. Looney, if you see this, you're only going to lose people by continuing like this. Yes, some people enjoy and love Gacha life too. I, on the other hand, and many others find it overcomplicated and frustrating to make every single pose by hand. The second channel is not one with many visuals. It's a podcast, and I'll post multi-hour-long episodes. If these are in a series, there will be a playlist. As it stands, this change isn't effective immediately. Rather, I'll be easing into it by double posting on both Galaxy Stardom and Stardom Storytime. Whether you want to switch now or want to ease into it, I can assure you this channel won't be abandoned. If I do any animations, as I'm planning to do, they'll go up on here. The last bit has not been scripted, and I am just recording it on the fly, so please understand if it's messy, that's the reasoning. Something I didn't really touch on is that, more specifically, what I was frustrated with Looney about was that he abandoned Gacha Club, and he has not updated Gacha Life 2 in a few months now. It has been either since December or January, and I understand that coding is hard and it takes time, but nonetheless, he was doing very frequent updates before, and we've gone a long time without one. I cannot currently function using Gacha Life 2 as it is lacking many of the poses I require, and I am still learning how to work the posing tool, as I'm sure many others are, and I understand that. However, unlike many others, I'm not going to say unlike many others, but I do not exactly have the free time to sit there and give every single character a customized pose. I cannot sit there and make walking poses and anything like that. I just don't have that kind of time. So, Looney, if you're seeing this, until you can get the issues with either of your games figured out, I am going to have to step away from Gacha. And I am sure many creators will agree with me on this. It is hard to work under the conditions you have left us in. So, I, for one, refuse to. Most of what will be posted on the main channel after this is either content for the second channel or animations. That's it. Those are the two things. I might post a Gacha video every once in a blue moon, but it is highly likely that I will not. And I understand that that is a drastic change, and how do I word this? I understand if you don't want to watch me anymore because you feel angry or upset at me for changing my content, and I get that. I understand wholeheartedly, and please know that you are under no obligation to stay if you do not want to. I have never forced that upon anyone, and I will never force that upon anyone. I'm not going to sit here and beg you to stay just because I am a small content creator. I know that I am, and I understand that, and I know the consequences that come with that. And I know that losing subscribers can break my channel, but I care more about what you guys enjoy than I do about you staying. If you're not liking me anymore, don't watch me. Please. It'll be better for both of us. If you do not like what I am posting, you do not have to. You are under no obligation to stay. I really hope this message gets through. You're under no obligation to stay. I will not force you to. I will not sit here on my knees, groveling at your feet, begging you not to leave me. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is say that if you are looking for some people to watch for their Gacha content, I have some suggestions. I am currently deciding whether or not I'm going to leave those in a community post, but ultimately, I think I will not. I think I will let you find your own paths. Recently, I've been wanting to step away from gacha more than for just the reasons I listed. It's also because I want to do something bigger, and gacha simply isn't big enough. For those of you wondering about Kitsune, don't worry, it's still happening. I'm just not sure how or when. I know I promised by this year, but I don't think I can do that. I think hopefully by next year or the year after, but realistically, might be a dream for the future. I've never shared this publicly, but I want to become a director when I grow up. I am currently in high school, and I wish to be a director whenever I graduate. When I graduate and become a director, I am hoping to possibly take the Kitsune script, switching out any copyrighted characters like Sans and Papyrus for characters of my own creation, which I am currently writing a novel about Galaxy and her story, and so they've already been swapped out, and that I will just switch the names in the script. But me and the others who belong to me, Mia, Jake, Bailey, Kyla, all of them, the characters of my creation, stay. Leo and Mason being Mia's sons won't change. Frisk's name might, and their personality, absolutely. But ultimately, it's going to stay roughly the same. Kitsune might have to become a dream for the future, and I apologize if I cannot make that happen in gacha, or even at this present time. But I have faith that one day I will be able to do it. Today is not that day, nor is tomorrow, and I highly doubt the rest of the year. Other than my becoming very disillusioned with gacha, I have been moving away from the community as a whole. I have been moving towards much bigger things like my writing and my drawing and animating. Ever since Ibis Paint's animation release, I have been trying to pick up on animating. I'm not going to delete gacha or Gacha Life 2, and I'm not going to delete KindMaster. KindMaster is still my main form of editing, so that won't change. And as for Gacha Club and Gacha Life 2, I just will not delete those. So, I really hope this provides some level of explanation as to why I am doing the things I'm doing, and why I will not be posting on here after I do the switch. How long the switch will take, I am not exactly sure. I cannot say for sure. But, by my estimates, probably a couple of weeks, maybe a month. Once I am fully switched, this channel, other than an animation or two, will become abandoned. So, it's not a full abandonment, it's a reprieve. I'm taking a break. I'm focusing more heavily on my writing and recording videos like this, but less heavy, of course. So, with this knowledge and this information, I hope you understand you're under no obligation to stay. You're under no obligation to stay and no obligation to follow me in my journey. Because that's not what you came for. And I'm not going to make you stay for something you don't want. So, what you do is of really no importance to me. And I just want to let you all know one last time, thank you for watching. This truly has meant so very much to me, quite a bit. This channel is my baby. I've loved making content for all of you, and it's been wonderful. It really, really has. It's been a terrific experience, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But I'm switching gears. I'm getting older. This can't last forever. And I think it's time for a change. Does this mean I will abandon gacha forever? No. Does this mean I am going to lean more heavily on my podcast? Probably. And don't worry, Silver is still going to be a part of the team, and he's still going to be helping me. I could never do this without Sil, and special shout out to him for all of his amazing and wonderful support. I cannot emphasize this enough. He is a terrific friend. But I think this is where I have to leave it. I really don't know what to say. I don't know if you can tell. I'm getting a bit emotional. So, for one last time, well, almost, but for the last official time for this channel, for now, thank you for watching my Stardusts, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night.